That was ugly. West Ham was the better team, but you know what? I'll take it. We started off slow again. It's like fucking football Groundhog Day.
Hey, Phil Connors!
Ned?
I hope Arteta can find some way to fix this shit with the first half. But in the end, we got the job done. That is all that fucking matters. Man of the match, Ceballos. I thought about Leno because he was outstanding, but I gotta give it to Ceballos.
Yeah.
He bossed the midfield, and in my opinion, he deserved it.
Und wer werden nicht dies belenkt nehmen?
Props to Ozil and Lacazette. Ozil finally showing up for a big game, getting a big assist. Props to you, Mr. Ozil.
Mesut Ozil.
So we got the 3 in a row we wanted. Newcastle, Everton, West Ham. We are now 5 points out of 4th place. And up next, Manchester City. I know it's an away game, I know. But top four is a possibility. Who would have thought that a month ago? All of the motivational factors, almost all of them, are in our favor. The players are going to want to play for Arteta as he plays his old boss, his old team. Who knows, maybe they'll take us lightly.
These yokels are pure Baltic Avenue.
They've kicked our ass the last few times. If there was any true justice, Manchester City wouldn't be just banned from the Champions League. Manchester City would have to play in the Europa League. Now that's some fucking punishment.
What a shithole! How could this have happened?
I want FA Cup. I want top 4. We all do. Otherwise, it's just another season of the Cronkies shitting all over us. Thanks for watching.
Hi Gunners, 3 points, that's what I care about. We got 3 points. Now we are moving closer. Reflecting on the match, we were leaving some spaces in the middle of the park. Just one pass, our defenders are already under pressure. The other thing, I feel we need to try Luis in the middle of the park. We need him and Xhaka to be there. Luis can make them passes, and then our strikers, they don't need to come back looking for the ball. And then it will be also another best way to defend, attack, giving that protection, and then it will give something for us. Looking at the next season, I don't know how much is Decore, but I think he's the one of the player we need. Someone who can score goals, someone who can bring the presence in the middle of the park. Because some of the players we have, we can talk about the tactics, we can talk about who should be there, who shouldn't be there, but most of them, they're just not good enough. They're just average. That's the best they can be. Arteta is tried, and we can see as fans that we are going somewhere as a club. But we just need to support him. We just need to be behind him. The board has to do that. Be behind Arteta.
Hello Arsenal fans. Win 1-0, tick. Clean sheet, tick. I'm happy. To be honest with you, from now on until the end of the year, every game is going to be tough. Every opposition is going to either be fighting for relegation or fighting for a position in the top 5. And I don't care how we get the result, as long as we get the result. The truth is, about half of the players in our team need to go. They have to go. So for that, we need to get to Champions League. If we are in Champions League, we would be able to attract good players that would come to the Arsenal next year. So for that, we need to qualify to the Champions League. And for that reason, I don't care how we win. Even if we win with VAR, we win with the referee being nice to us. I don't care if we win playing boring 1-0 Arsenal. I don't care. We need to win to get to the Champions League place now. And we don't even need to be top 4 anymore. We need to be top 5, because it looks like Manchester City would not get their appeal on time. And so that's a very good opportunity. Let's not mess it up. So people are complaining we didn't play well and this, that. I do not care a little bit. So come on, you Gunner. Let's back this team and let's get to that top 5 spot and qualify for the Champions League, and then clear up all the deadwood during the summer. Come on, you Gunners.
And we've got the job done. But on a negative, the performance was lethargic. It was uninspiring, and we were sloppy at times. Players just weren't up to it. Especially our midfield wasn't taking along. Shaka with disastrous passes, putting us under pressure. We seemed so open again, and West Ham seemed to be creating chances and taking shots at will. Leno kept us in the game. Man of the match for me. Our performances need to improve, but I'll take 3 points over a performance any day. So that's done now. Now we've got our game in hand, which is against City, our most difficult game of the season in the Premier League, in my opinion. And we've just got to try and play with some more dynamism and try to get those 3 points. Laka needs to play in this game. In that game, I'm happy that he got the goal. He's got a few goals in the previous game, so his confidence has to come back. We need that focal point against City to bring others into the game. We all know how good City can be, so we need to defend as a team and attack as a team, and then maybe we get something from that. 4th, 5th place is in reach. 3 points from 5th spot, 5 points from 4th spot. There's no reason why we can't do it, and that's so important for us as a club right now. Our aspirations depend on us getting European football, and I'm not interested in Europa League. We have to try for the Champions League. So, every game is a final now. We've got to put in a run. Come on, you players, do it for the fans. Come on, you Gunners.
Not good enough. Poor performance. The performance was shocking. Not good enough. West Ham deserve more better than this. We did not deserve to win this game. West Ham deserve more better than this. At least they need to come at least with a point. West Ham did not deserve to win this game. Poor performance. We cannot continue playing like this. This set of players, they are not good enough, man. They are not good enough. Besides Leno and Aubameyang, they are not good enough. Besides Leno and Aubameyang, I'm not counting the youngsters because they are young. I'm not putting them in this list. But all these sets of players, the Xhaka, the Socrates, the Davies, all of them, they are not good enough. Because in another day, it will be a different result. In another day, it will be a different result. Not good enough.
And Leno today, he was committed. He was just like, he goes where he needs to go. Like, about this Germany whole keeper situation, there's no one regarding Leno in it. Like, Ozil, decent game. Again, the goal. And Saka was impressive at left back. He always stars in that position. Would you prefer Saka at left back or at left wing? For me, currently, it's actually left back. And 3 points under the belt. It's great to see. Hopefully, we can keep this up. And this is a vital game for our Champions League race.
God, we got this win. Thank God. I swear, if we did not win, I would have flipped out because the Champions League dream would have been over. It's still on. We can get the Champions League. I know we can do it. It's only 5 points and that's it. We're 5 points away from Chelsea and we can do it. I'm sure we can do the impossible. Finally, we're back on winning ways with Arteta. That's a good thing. But today, performance-wise, we did not do good. I wasn't happy with it. Thank God we won though. A win is a win. I'm sure with Unai, we would have not won that game. We would have tied. I swear, if we tied or lost, it would have been over.
West Ham played really well, but we were poor. And I feel the intensity from players wasn't there. It was pretty even match, to be honest. West Ham created a lot of chances but couldn't convert it, and eventually Arsenal did. And I think the foul on Lacazette by Ogbonna should have been a pen, and Ogbonna was very lucky, I feel. VAR eventually ruled it out, and I'm not surprised in the end that Arsenal was at the receiving end of this symbolic decision. But in the end, I'm glad that VAR didn't rule out Laka's goal. I'm happy that we got the valuable 3 points. That's it.
For the first time since Manchester United, when we drew at Old Trafford, VAR is favoring us once again. Martin Atkinson and his assistant, the lady, overruled that goal. But all the same, it was not really a purposeful game. It was a game we were just so jaded. It was a game like Olympiacos, like we carried out from where we stopped at Olympiacos. But all the same, it's just the 3 points. Someone said if we play scrappy and win, it's important. We've seen that Ozil's second assist is in as many as how many games, in the whole season. Come on, Ozil has to go. I don't know. He's a good player, a great player. He has done well, but his services is no more needed. But all the same, we'll just have to look up and see and know, hopefully, and hope for the best as the season goes on. We look at the likes of Tottenham and look at hope that Man U or they drop so that we could also find our way into that top 5, because the top 5 will help us gather momentum for next season. Next season, I want us to go for broke. I don't even want top 4. I want us to challenge for the title. So I believe and I hope.
And we have 1-0 to the Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Finally, it's something good from VAR. My connection to the game wasn't so good, so I wasn't able to see the game, look at its flow, but it seems we struggled a bit. We get the 3 points. Let's go to Man City and hope we can disrupt them. And let's just keep playing, get 3 points as much on the way, and we'll see where we end up this season. Gunners out.
Yeah, Arsenal guns out 1-0. These are the games that we should be proud of our team, because starting off we look lackluster. We weren't pushing everything forward. Even though the defense looked good, we staved off some of those attacks by West Ham. But the substitutes, we made early substitutes, which normally after the 70th minute we're making substitutes. I think today we did a 58-minute substitute. Lacazette came on, had the winning goal, we win 1-0. These are the games that we know we're improving. Why? We fought and got a nitty-gritty win. 1-0, we still win. We have 1 game in hand. Spurs drop points. Tomorrow, hopefully Everton beat Chelsea and Man City beat Man United. But let's be proud of our team. We're making progress. We're right there. We're in 9th, almost there. Let's keep it going. Arsenal guns out, bullet.
Man of the match, no question, is Leno. That tells you everything. Seriously, if West Ham has taken the chances, I don't think, here now we'll be here singing a different song. But I'll take the 3 points anytime. I don't care how we get it, man. That 3 points is the most important thing, and now we have it. But we really need to work on our slow starts to game, man. It's very important. That's one thing that I really need to work on now. We saw starts in slowing now. Some other teams would have punished us today. But it's all good. We move on to Manchester City on Wednesday. Let's keep the spirit burning, man. Let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep the zeal going on. Come on, you Gunners.
Hello, Arsenal fans worldwide. Let's call a spade a spade. That was bad. Yes, we got 3 points, and I'm sure some of you are very happy. Good. But let's call a spade a spade. That was bad. 2 shots on target all game. All we do is pass, sideways, backwards. Even when we get into shooting positions, we don't shoot. That's why you have 2 shots on target. How many shots in total did we have in the game? 6. How many did West Ham have? 12. They had 6 shots on target. If they took their chances, we would have lost. And you wonder why we have the problems that we do. We don't shoot. And if you don't shoot, you don't score. If you look at this video, you'll think maybe Arsenal lost. Arsenal didn't lose. Arsenal won. But I'm not one of those fans that will sit here and laugh and be happy because we won. No. What I am seeing is not good. On paper, Arsenal versus West Ham, we should beat them 3-0, 4-0. That is Arsenal that we all know. Not an Arsenal who would only hit the target twice in 95 minutes. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. The transition is too slow. The passes are too slow. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I don't know. Why is Aubameyang playing so wide left? Sometimes he's hugging the touchline. One of the best players, one of the best strikers in the game. I don't understand. I love Arteta. I love what he's doing. But the flaw in his system is we don't shoot. And if you don't shoot, you don't score. You cannot have 2 shots on target all game. It's just not good enough.
Next game we have City. It's going to be a tough game against City because we cannot give them the same type of freedom in the midfield of our park, because with the freedom, time and space, like De Bruyne, he's going to be picking out a pass against Aguero, Jesus, whoever is going to be playing, and they're going to be converting that chances because they're very clinical, and we cannot give them the space. We have to defend very well. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not hoping that we're going to get a win or something. It's going to be a tough game. I have to be realistic. It's City, but we might salvage a point or 3. We don't know. United went there. They got a win, but they defended very well and they counterattacked and they took their chances. That's what they want. And I don't think we're that type of team that we can defend very well for the whole 90 minutes, because most of the games that we've been starting are in the first half. We started very poorly, so it doesn't show me the sign that we're going to go there and defend very well or start the game on a high. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping we get the 3 points.
I don't want to be too negative, but that was not a good performance from us today. Our attack was flat. They looked like they didn't know what to do, and that's mainly because our midfield was too slow to move the ball. Xhaka is good with long range passing, and he has good passing range, but he just needs to move the ball a little bit quicker. Ceballos as well was too slow on the ball. He held it for too long. And that's why I'm so gutted for Torreira being injured, because Torreira used to move the ball quickly. Hopefully he recovers soon, because we all know Guendouzi is not going to move the ball quickly, so he's not going to help the midfield. And I feel Martinelli needs to play more, because he burst onto the scene and he's being treated kind of unfairly, not getting any game time now. Alba didn't play well today, unfortunately. I feel he just needs to take a step back after the Olympiacos game, calm down, and try and get back to scoring ways again. Thankfully, Lacazette scored a goal, late winner for us. It took VAR a long time to decide to give us the goal, but in the end we got the 3 points. That's what matters. We need to be in top form for our next games.
Laka played well. We come on in the sub for the... Nketiah was ineffective, and we had to do something. It's good that Laka came on and even benefited from a goal courtesy of VAR. Mari at the back, he's doing a good job. But Pepe, he was dribbling a bit too much, and he's costing us some opportunities where he could cross and we get a goal. Ceballos, I hope his loan deal will be made permanent, because he's partnering well with Xhaka in the midfield. And Ozil, he has played well today. Leno still continues to be quite steady at the back. And Socrates is playing well, although he's not crossing as we would expect. The work he was given to Mark Antonio, he did it well. Come on, you Gunners.